venue. Today we have a scene in the New York's, in front of the county freehold actually. New York's county freehold. Our scene will begin with two individuals invited to this place to meet with the leaders of the city trying to handle the problems. So please take the scene away.
Ryder will pull up in the real world side. In his Ferrari, he'll hand. What is the freehold for the county in real life?
It's a bar.
It's a bar. Does it have a car park?
Yes, it does.
Okay, Ryder will pull in and jump out. You can pretty swear she has all his chimerical gear on. In the real world, he just has basic jacket and stuff. And he's been summoned here for something official. He's wearing she plate, which the autumnal representation of that is probably like a very fancy like Armani jacket. And yeah, Ginny will be flying along behind him. He'll come down and he will basically say to Ginny to look after the car, make sure no one pesters it. And yeah, he will be going in. And I assume he will see someone else that is arriving at a similar time.
Sure, yeah. Except she's not coming in through any particular means of transportation. You just see her walking down the street. Because, she had shifted back to herself in a tree down the way a little bit. And yeah, she's just walking down the street with her owls on her shoulders, and you can see she's kind of like running her fingers through her hair because she's trying to get all the like bits of wood or whatever from the tree she landed in, trying to get all that stuff out of her hair, the twigs and leaves and whatever. And so you can see she's kind of like trying to shake it all out because other than that, she's actually she's not dressed formally, but she is dressed appropriately, if you know what I mean. So she's wearing like a skirt and like she's not wearing her armor. That's not something she wears without reason. But yeah, she's wearing like a skirt and a shirt, and the skirt does in fact have a lot of pockets on it. But she's wearing black and silver, which is definitely not a color scheme you really ever see her in.
Well, she matches Ryder very well for heat, so he's adorned in black and silver.
And when she's wearing her like she has like this badge thing that has the Ilunid symbol on it, so she's wearing that too.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Squire Donner. The derelict look, I see. You should leave some of the twigs in.
They don't bother me, but they might bother someone else. I'm perfectly happy hanging out in a tree all day long.
Well, no trees for us tonight. We have been summoned by our noble and benevolent overlord. I truly look forward tonight. I wonder who will be colder towards me, him or you. I should play some bets.
Well, if you enjoy it so much, it seems that you're going to get exactly what you want. You do have to lie in the bed that you made,
So it is the silent treatment, a punishment.
No, I'm talking to you.
I would like to point one thing out. I was right. One of us was a traitor.
Except that your test didn't actually show that.
It did not, but I was along the right lines.
But it didn't work. It was just a dumb waste of time.
Well, the Count didn't think so, but there we are.
Well, it's too bad he didn't make you knight before he passed, huh?
That is too bad. I'll have to work on it some other way.
How terrible for you.
Well, shall we?
Absolutely. And she kind of, starts heading towards the, where there's probably guards and stuff that are kind of watching the two of them going, please don't make me talk.
The entrance is open to you, as they already know that you two have been here many times, and they let you pass, and it seems they are expecting you to. What you guys see is two she, Dame Maven and Dame Bruma. They're talking in the courtyard.
Ooh, can I look at the body language on this one and see what I can get from it?
Would you like to roll me some perception empathy?
I would love to. Because I feel that this is probably a very interesting thing to be watching. Here it is. Okay. Well, if my specialty
Two.
keen-sighted counts, yeah.
You got 2 successes, and you see both of them are trying their best to be nice, but there are feelings. It's obvious.
Right.
Them hiding their feelings shows that there are hidden feelings, which also shows that they're putting a facade.
This is completely understandable to her. Yeah, and she's Donna will continue up towards Maven. She'll actually, do a little curtsy to both of them as she's walking up.
Squire Donna and Ryder, says Maven, welcome, and she nods to both of you. Same with Bruma, actually. She smiles and says, please. Welcome. Hospitality of this county is yours. Today, Sir Jarek is very busy, therefore I have arrived to handle the business.
Ryder will bow to both of them.
Should we, as she looks at Maven and says, go to the room that was prepared for the group? Maven looks at Donna and Ryder.
Donna's kind of wondering if the lizards are still somewhere in this place. We'd have to decide what happened to the lizards. But yeah, she'll just nod, and like if they're showing her in a certain direction, she'll go whatever way. She's not picky.
The room is prepared for 4 of you. There are drinks, and there's a fire warming the room. The gas lights are prepared. Donna can remember the place where she burned the book.
Mm-hmm. She is very sad.
The Bruma sits, and Maven sits, and Maven points for you two to sit as well.
She does.
Well, the perks of working for county. I should get used to this. And Ryder will sit down and make himself comfortable.
Dame Maven, says Bruma, has told me you, Squire Donna, has a lot of information regarding what we need to do.
Donna blinks. Because honestly, I don't think she's actually told anybody.
No, you told her that you were going to investigate.
Oh, okay. I was like, going, what? Did she spying on?
You wouldn't be invited here if you didn't tell people, like, yeah, I got information that I can, help.
Okay. So yeah, she'll just be like, well, oh gosh, I forgot. How was it that they knew that they needed to find Baylor? I forget where that came from.
The book said.
The book did. Got it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I remember the next part after that. And she'll just be like, well, when we were looking over a certain book, as she casts a very pointed glance at the fire. Figured out that we need to find Baylor. That Baylor has something that he can give us that could help with Balon. What I've been looking into is how we can get as far as possible from Balon.
The Baylor is dead.
Baylor.
The Baylor is dead. Who, the long arm, killed him?
It seems that your facts may be absolutely correct, and not correct. It was not. It was Balon who did it.
That means that we can't find him still. If he's dead, he's dead.
Aren't we fairies? I kind of thought that we were able to do lots of interesting things. And anything is possible in the dream.
May I see the book, please?
Donna looks at the fire and says, I would be happy to let you, but I believe the ashes are probably in there somewhere.
Why the book is burned? As she looks at Maven, if Maven knows it, and Maven says, some knowledge is better to kept hidden from everyone. And Bruma says, that wasn't your decision to make. And Maven just says, I took initiative. I learned from Flaming Falcon recently to take initiative can be quite good.
Ryder makes a mental note of, thought the Flaming Falcon book burning be right up their street. Doesn't say anything.
Flaming Falcon what?
He would have thought burning books would be right up the Flaming Falcon street.
It does kind of sound like it would be. And Donna will just be like, so I suppose you're just going to have to trust our word on what the book said. But based on that, I have heard
Squire
of
Donna, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I'm here to solve this problem.
Indeed, I'm
If
trying
you
to tell
want
you
to
what
give-
the answer is.
Stop. And she turns at Maven. Does your squire talks when you talk to? And Maven says, regularly. And then she says, well, maybe teach better to her. Teach it better. And then she turns to Donna. I understand that there are problems between where I stand and where you and your house stands. But do not bring that here. I try to leave every thing that has been done outside of this room. Outside of this room. I hope I am clear.
Donna just nods. She's confused as to why it is that she's offering information, but for whatever reason, she doesn't want to hear it, even though she asked for it.
And then she says, please continue. I trust your words, but I don't like the attitude.
It wasn't an attitude, Dave. I was just stating that that's the only way it can happen, unless we can turn back time and take the book back.
Sorry for misunderstanding them. Please continue.
I've heard a story. A story of a place in the dreaming where the dead live. Or at least some version of the dead live. Anyone who people remember lives there. But it's not really as you knew them. It's like some sort of a pale copy. And I can find out how to get there. I know you have to find a certain person, and then the person can let you through. I assume the person is some sort of chimera, or maybe a fae, I'm not sure. Haven't quite got that far yet. But we can only go in there once and leave, and when we leave, we can't go back.
I have been there.
Then it seems you would not be the best candidate for that particular journey.
Yes.
So maybe you can tell me more about this gatekeeper?
It's an angel-like being in the deep dreaming.
How do you find them?
It's a personal journey to everyone, as far as I know.
The dreaming will provide?
Yes, but it can be strange. It's just everyone gets a different version. The gatekeeper opens the gate.
Well, that's the main thing I've come across in my research. And if that version of Baylor is able to help us, then we need to try. We need any advantage we can get against Baylor.
The red cap prisoner is still here. I was thinking maybe we can question the fanatic before we do anything. Would that be good for everyone? Maven again looks at Donna and Ryder because she knows that they have been dealing with this more than her, so she actually goes with what they say.
Donna doesn't have a problem with doing that.
Of course, why not? I'm becoming very familiar with him. We're old friends by now.
Yeah, it's weird how we keep capturing him.
Huh. Okay then. Let's go near this person. She does nod to both of them and then gets up. Her wings are very mighty falcon wings. But she goes beneath the county freehold
Grace
where
will
there is a
actually.
special.
Sorry, go ahead.
What's Grace is doing?
I didn't mean to say Grace. I don't know why I said Grace. Obviously, I didn't. I meant Donna. I was just going to say she was going to ask her owls to go outside. She doesn't want to take them underground.
Mm-hmm. Basically, you guys see like the secret prisoner place, the lower of the lower,
The dungeon.
the dungeon, and the red cap is tied with everything that is possible to tie him down.
Ryder on the way down is going to say to what's her name? Dave Carvier?
Bruma.
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 Bruma means winter, by the way.
He'll say, I do admire your wings, Lady Knight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I did have some of my own.
I have
Not as
heard.
good as yours, of course.
I'm really sorry for what happened to them. I have heard the story, and I hope that your innocence will be proven in the trial to come.
Oh, well, I wouldn't describe myself as innocent, but in this particular instance, there's one far more guilty than me. But thank you for your vote of confidence.
She smiles. I hope everything will come out in that trial.
Ryder will kind of do a mock curtsy, mock bow, and continue.
The red cap again is tied with many things. He is. When he sees everyone entering the room, he like tries to get up and do something, but The more he tries, it seems those like things get more tighter that binds him.
We must stop meeting like this, Father. People will say we're in love.
That looks. Yeah, and as Donald just looks at him, and she's just kind of like, that looks really uncomfortable. You should you should call the maitre d. Ask for a new table.
Don't taunt the prisoner. How cruel.
Oh right, he totally wasn't involved in murdering anybody. I forgot. You're right, Ryder.
The basically Maven goes near him and opens his mouth. He was gagged, but like he takes it. She takes it. And Redcap starts to speak and says, "I will eat all of you."
Well, buy me a drink first. I'm not that kind of guy.
When Balon comes back.
Well, unfortunately for you, I'm too small to make a really good meal, but I appreciate your offer.
Look, don't be grumpy. We've just come to ask a few questions.
You guys see Maven, there's a torch, and the light of the torch becomes green as she casts pyretics, and she puts it on the room.
Ryder's going to turn to both of the knights. So, when we say question, and Ryder's going to do quotation marks, what do we mean by that? What's the ground rules here?
I have activated the art known as Illuminate, says Bruma. This will make him very hard to lie to us. He's a special redcap. For some reason, he is not bound by his redcap nature.
This guy's not Filane, right?
No, he isn't.
Okay.
Dame Bruma, if it's all the same, I was thinking of activating an art myself. I call it
Which
knocking his teeth out until he tells us what we want to know.
I prefer not to do it, but if it's not something we can't get away from, well, there's nothing we can do about it. Innocents' lives at risk.
Quiet.
Besides, we have something else at our disposal when there's something important enough.
Bruma looks interested.
Donna looks surprised that she didn't actually get what Donna was saying. But yeah, she'll actually move over to Bruma and kind of get up in her ear as closely as she can and just very quietly say, "Hookah tricks."
You don't need to explain, I know.
Okay.
And Maven is still standing there while the redcap is looking at Donna with angry eyes.
Why are you so mad at me?
Yeah, why is she getting all the hate? It was me that's kicked the shit out of you twice.
He says, "You two aren't going to do anything, as you're not capable of fucking doing it." As he tries to bully browbeat you two. You guys know what blue browbeating is?
I do know what it is, but is there any way of willpowering it or anything?
We will see.
Well, I'm just asking because I don't remember what the write-up is.
Yeah, I'm about to open it right up. Redcaps are so frightening they can intimidate anything, from mortals, unchained supernaturals, imaginary chimerical beings. Difficulty of ultimate measures. Blah, 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 blah. It's not working as it used to work. So I'm just gonna roll his intimidation and see how scary he is. But that's not gonna stop you guys from using anything. Oh man, look at this shit.
Can we
One,
use
two,
it?
three. He has 6 successes on intimidating you guys. You guys are cowed, but that doesn't mean you guys can't use anything. It's just like, man, he's scary.
I would argue I am cowed because I have the botch.
Botch on what?
My willpower roll to.
Yeah, you go outside of the room.
Wait, so I have to roll a willpower thing?
I never said you have to roll a willpower. I think he felt necessary.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just wanted to
But
know how
like,
Ryder felt about it.
pardon?
I wanted to know how Ryder felt about it.
Oh, okay. I'm actually gonna let you decide what you do with the botch, but like, it's terrifying. You beat him twice, but man, he was saying some nasty shit to you now.
Yeah,
Well, don't
Ryder.
know. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry,
Wait,
you.
not Donna's time. It's Ryder's time. Let's go,
Yep.
Ryder.
Sorry. Ryder is being very nonchalant, and then yeah, all of a sudden, sorry, like he just like stares Ryder down, says these threats, and for some reason Ryder gets flashes of yeah, Ryder gets these flashes of, if it all goes wrong, what they're going to do to him. Something's just not feeling that great, and I'm going to roll
Hmm.
manipulation subterfuge. If that's quite all right.
May I also say you remember your times at the dungeon?
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, Ryder's going to get flashbacks to when he was maimed and when he was in
Hmm.
prison. And I'm going to say he actually yeah, all of a sudden it hits him, and like you see Ryder's hand like kind of like shaking, and he'll like put it kind of like he'll cross his arms, but Donna can like see all of a sudden like something's affecting Ryder.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll manipulation subterfuge. I'm just getting my stats up. Apologies.
Let's make it difficulty 7.
Yep, absolutely.
+2 difficulty, because like you botch your roll, it will be very hard for you to hide it. Donna, what are you doing? You actually go ahead and make me a willpower roll as well.
Let me look. I need to see. I think I have 6, maybe.
Check it out.
I'm trying.
Trying is the best.
Ryder has 4 successes to hide his.
Okay. Cool.
Ryder's going to say, "Oh, there's just something. I just need to step outside for a moment. I won't be a moment. I left it in my car," and Ryder's going to quickly leave.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my freaking willpower on this list. Oh, okay, I see it. For some reason, it's weirdly separated. All right. So, willpower
Willpower
6.
is 6.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just found it. Like, because it's weird. 0.
How do you feel about this?
I mean, she's gonna just kind of keep her safe distance is what she's going to do at this point. But that doesn't. But
It reminds you what's going to happen if you fail. You pissed our Tunch. You pissed this red cap. They will go after your family.
all of this just makes her want to jump in there and deal with this that much more quickly.
You are taken back by this, but you're scared of him. You're unable to go near him.
That's fine. Yeah,
But that's not what you need. You can ask your questions.
she's just gonna look at this guy and just be like,
I need OOC. Please play a bit scared.
well, that's why she's staying back from him.
Even your voice and your questions needs to be a bit scared.
Trying to figure out how to say it. Sorry.
I mean, you don't need to be like, "Oh my God, let me have like that." Just be scared of it. Like when you are near someone that you know is going to do terrible things, and it scared you when you thought about what he can do.
She's just gonna look at him and just be like, why? Why are you doing this?
Doing what exactly?
Trying to sell us out to Balon. I don't understand why you would want to basically end the world like that.
The streets will be full of blood. There will be nothing but blood for weeks. But in the end, there will be a new system.
Not if we're all dead. It seems
Not
kind of.
all of you will die. Those who bow the knees will have a new tomorrow. You're not late, Puka. You can still join.
What would it mean if I did?
You and your family will survive.
Wait, so they wouldn't have to join? Just me?
You will tell them to bow their knees, and they will.
I don't think they'd listen to me. I'm the youngest member of my family.
This talk goes nowhere.
Was
Shut
it?
me, she. Kill me and be done with it. The two she in the room doesn't say shit. They're letting Puka being the Puka.
Do you have a family?
None of your business.
Probably right. But you were talking about mine, so I thought maybe maybe you just needed the chance to talk about yours.
You taught wrong. Leave me alone.
Are they part of this?
None of your fucking business, Puka.
Then I'm guessing they must not be. Otherwise, you'd be more worried about them.
There is no response from the red cap.
It's fine. Look, we just need some simple answers, and then we'll be happy to leave you alone. I mean, I obviously tell the truth, right?
No response.
And I don't know if you want me to roll something, but she's going to try to take a step forward. Even though she's not feeling this is very safe, but she's doing it anyway.
You spend a willpower.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll take a step forward and try to hold her head up, like not that he's actually taller than her because he's stuck like basically tied down, but she could make herself look a little taller because he's laying down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she'll just kind of and she'll look over him and she'll be like, "Listen, I will do whatever I can to help your family. If you just tell us your plan. We need to know the plan and like how to get a hold of your friends." And I'll roll my puka thing then.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Perception, empathy, or subterfuge. Difficulty will be 7.
Okay. Right. Perception, empathy. I got 1. No, 2. So that would be my first question. Basically, plan and like how to get a hold of them. And I guess you might want to count that as 2, perhaps. It's up to you.
It was a 1 question. It was a 1 sentence.
It was in 1 sentence, yes.
The plan. You idiot already know the plan. It's about summoning Balon and returning the world into a better place. Better without silly nobles deciding monogamy of their stupid selfishness.
Actually, I didn't mean that. I meant more specifically. I didn't mean, oh, we're going to get Balon. I meant more...
I don't care what you meant. Balon will be free. Ertunch and Holly is leading and helping him to get a human body with the Changeling way. When they soul it in a deep dreaming, then they will return.
Donna nods. She's a little confused by the idea of...
A Fomorian trying to do a Changeling way.
Yeah, and the idea of like a human being in the deep dreaming. But yeah, she'll nod at this. He didn't actually. Oh, see, I'm telling you this, and it's up to you what you want to do with it. But he didn't actually say how to get a hold of them. So
He said where they are. He said they are in a deep dreaming.
Okay, got it. She'll nod at that, and she'll be like, how many Fae do you have on your side right now? Which is her second question.
None. I have my friends and my family, which is Ertunch and Holly.
They're your family?
He spits on Donna's face.
Well, he'd be spitting up, so it probably came back down in his face because she's standing over him.
You're standing over him. He's not laying. He is on his knees.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then it would still have to be a little bit up, but maybe not as much up.
Hey, he spits. You have a short flaw.
She does.
Or he spits on your, clothing.
That's fine.
Can I spend a willpower for Ryder to come back in at this point?
Completely.
I will spend this willpower.
Let's say you come in just in time to see him spit.
Ladies, apology. I simply needed to get something. And Ryder is going to, he's going to basically say, "May I speak to the prisoner, Donna?"
She steps aside without actually saying anything, but she's still staying near him. And yeah, she's actually gonna rummage around for some sort of cloth or paper towel or something in her bag to wipe whatever this nasty spit off of her.
When Ryder comes in, Bruma actually takes off the torch and keeps the torch close to Redcap. The Redcap seems visibly distressed by the torch.
Dame Bruma, may I question the prisoner?
Please, go right ahead.
Ladies, you may want to step back. And Ryder's going to pull from his hip his Harlequin's mask, and he's going to place it over his face. And he's going to lean very close, so basically to the extent of where he lean forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryder's going to say, "Father, I understand you're not scared of us. I understand that. The things you people stoop to, the depravities, the evil, even for me, they're far too far. But there's one person that I do know you're scared of. One person I do know that you fear." And Ryder's going to, basically he's going to activate the treasure at this point.
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead. Roll me.
I believe I rolled Glamour to activate a treasure, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I have 4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So as Ryder says this, a kind of chill enters, and Ryder all of a sudden takes on this aspect of this ghoulish Harlequin, this terrifying individual. He has 3 successes to resist.
He has more actually, but go right ahead.
It's difficulty 8 to resist.
I know.
Sorry.
Go for it.
And Ryder's going to lean in, and as the kind of this fearful effect begins to take place, he's going to say, "But there is one person you do fear, your Lord and Savior, the man you are trying to bring back, your own Shadow Court Balon, and what do you think he is going to say? What do you think he is going to say to you who have failed him, not once, but twice? How incompetent you've been. What do you think he is going to do to you? Punish his incompetent failure of a servant? What use are you to him now? When we've had you in our hands twice, what will he do if we release you? We send you away with some dross. We send you back to them. Do you think he will think that we have let you go because of the goodness in our hearts? No. He will know that you have told us everything we want to know. They will know that we have everything you want. They will know that you have betrayed them. And you may not fear what we are going to do to you, but I know for sure that you fear what he will do. So this is your only chance. We can protect you from him, but you have to work with us. We can protect you from your vengeful master, who you've betrayed and failed.
Did you come close to him?
He's gonna get close. He's not gonna come into like biting range.
Oh yeah, okay.
But yeah, he's gonna basically be like you know, with like a dog's on a lead, you get like as close
Mhm.
as it can kind of get to you. And Ryder wants his face, like the mask, to be the only thing that he can see. And basically, he wants to like use this to like break down his willpower and terrify
Mhm.
him, and like basically like put him in a vulnerable mental position.
Can you roll me perception empathy?
I can. I have a single success.
It didn't work. And he says, "You think you can use winter to scare me?" Let me tell you something, Allele Squire. You don't know the winter. You don't know the harshness, the cruelness, and the cold of winter as I do. My master knows I am loyal to him. So if you start to torture me, go right ahead. Donna, can you roll me your perception and kenning as you are an Ilunid?
Mm-hmm. A bunch.
The writer used a treasure that has the winter, and it's the winter is one of the most known magic. It's called Terror of the Long Night. It's about scaring someone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this person isn't scared at all. This should be very scary, but he's not scared. You kind of felt like he did something, like how a troll would look very determined when he's protecting something. When Bruma said this red cap is just weird, you kind of sense like he's a red cap, but not just a red cap.
Yeah, well, she had already learned, right? Didn't she already learn that Balin had already empowered those three like
Mm-hmm.
better?
Yes.
So it's a pretty good, reasonable assumption that this is something that he picked up from that.
The roll me intelligence Greymare.
One.
You learn that they drank the blood of Balon, a blood of Fomorian to get more powerful. You know Ertunch was, you know this guy was, and it seems this guy's power is about all bit social and bit mental. He doesn't seem to have the issues that red caps would have about how they are seen as problem makers.
Okay.
And he seems quite powerful with his abilities to resist to certain arts.
Got it. Don't know what to do with it, but I understand.
Ryder, there is a Pyretic's torch near you, and he looks still hard as a rock. His skin is colored of a rock as well.
Ryder's gonna say, "You're not scared of winter? Not scared of the dark and the ice?"
You're a
Well,
puny little cub about winter. What do you know about winter? I am 10 times more unseelie than you are.
well, maybe then, if you don't like winter, if you don't mind winter, and Ryder's gonna take the torch
Hmm.
and he's gonna say, "See about a suntan," and Ryder's gonna basically shove the torch in his face.
He screams. It is a not nice way to torture someone with a fire, but this does work. The fire of pyretics does hurt him a lot. He screams and tries to look tough, but it seems this fire hurts him than a normal individual would suffer from. This green fire is making him in immense pain.
And from what I understand, that green fire is supposed to be a way of telling whether he's speaking the truth, right?
No, it's pyretic's fire.
But I'm not
It's
sure what that means
basically
to Lucy.
illuminate is like it forces him to not. It forces him to say the truth. But the fire of pyretics is just very painful to him because
It's cleansing, isn't it?
the pyretics is known as an art of cleansing as well. Yes.
So this is basically making him come clean, and becoming clean is painful to him.
Mm-hmm.
When Ryder's gonna then pull it back, and he's gonna say, "Who are the other unseelie traitors?"
He takes a deep breath. He tries to touch his face, but his hand doesn't go to his face.
I've got all day.
And he says, "So do I. And I presume you will continue torturing him."
Yep, Ryder's gonna basically continue doing it.
It will take time. Maven will go outside. She doesn't like watching this.
Neither does Donna, but she'll probably just kind of creep off a little bit, and yeah, when it gets to be too much, she'll probably end up stepping out as well.
Ryder will have his mask on, and underneath the mask, Amachan, he's like not like this is like a really emotional, like brutal thing for him. But he's like really angry,
Hmm.
and yeah, he's gonna like keep doing it, and he's gonna
The
keep asking who are the other unseelie traitors.
basically you see your fire turns into a bit blue fire now. It becomes the purify, which is the third level.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like um, you hit him. The Bruma is there with you. She is not. She doesn't seem very happy. She is watching this, and basically, in the end, in a very bad state, he actually starts admitting that I, I, Ertunch and Holly are the only ones we used everyone. He's his half of his face is burned now, and he says, They used they unite the people in the sanction and to lane in the Noak Tainland.
Which knight? Janus?
Janus was one of us. We manipulated him. I did. The Slua. But she's dead. You killed him. You kill her.
Then why are you telling me? Tell me something I don't know.
We had connections with Sanction. And we had connections with Sigwald.
Does Ryder know that name?
No, it's a new name to you.
Ryder will look over to Dame Bruma.
I never heard this name before.
Who is he? And Ryder's going to hold the torch, like, under his chin.
The Talain leader in the Noak Trainland, the Severtal. We told him when the raids are going to be.
And who are your contacts in Sanction?
Rusty. The Artunch and Holly used everyone. Holly was trying to get good with Jarek, but she couldn't do it. Then she married with Alistair to use him and to throw him away when need be. I was trying to create a wedge between the commoners and the unseelie nobles in Manhattan. Ertunch was playing Gwydians and Alleles against each other. By using the Goblin Town. And its Raid Federation.
Fascinating. Anything else?
Bruma actually asks, you said that your kind has drank the blood of Balon, a Fomorian. What are the powers of your friends? He seems hesitant, but when Ryder shoves the torch towards him, and his eye starts to burn a bit, he says, Holly doesn't have to lie. But she is the one who leads. It's hard for him to say, but he says it with the push of two individuals. And he says, she is a cannibal. She led the cannibals. And her tunch is more unseelie she than anyone else. Her sovereign is crushing.
Ryder's gonna pull the torch bag.
Do you have any questions, Squire Rider?
No.
Squire Donna, Dame Maven, do you have any more questions?
I assume they called us back in.
Mm-hmm. You are like in front of the room.
Oh, so we could hear what was happening. We just weren't.
Yeah. It's up to you if you choose something else.
Donna will just look to Maven.
Maven doesn't say anything.
I think that I'm so full of questions I couldn't possibly answer another one.
And then Bruma asks, she actually takes the torch and then says, "How did you find Balon?" And the Redcap is like, we went to that realm where everyone is dead and the only Memories is alive. How did you find that realm? The path of Baelor in Manhattan. It directly goes there, near the gatekeeper.
This is the place that Donna knows of, right?
Yes, this is the place where Balon was summoned.
Okay. Donna will kind of be like, just look to Bruma and be like, I know the place.
Bruma smiles and she like holds her hand away from Ryder and anyone, and she puts the torch back, and then she holds her hands, and there's like a very slowly two-handed sword appears.
Donna's she's turning around real fast.
And she puts the sword down and says, "By the right given by the regent, you have found breaching the Ashit, killing other changelings, going against the order in the kingdom of Concordia. The Red Cap is staying silent. What is Ryder doing while he is about to get executed?"
Ryder will just kind of like step back into the shadows of the cell. He's still got the mask over his face, even if Winter is he'll kind of have dispelled the actual cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's like underneath it, he's like feeling really bad. Like just tortured somebody. He's about to see the person die. Like, yeah, over this like stupid thing that's part of him. He's just basically like feeling really fucking shit about this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, but he's not showing it. He's wearing a mask.
You guys see Dame Bruma complete her words and says, "I, Dame Bruma, given to this city by the Tribune Jarek, sentence you to die. May you find peace in your next life. May you find the right way in your next life." And at that time, the sword actually starts to flame with the blue flames. And if anyone looks again, with her very swift handwork, she cuts his head off.
Nope, Donna had turned around because when she saw the sword come out, she knew what
Mhm.
was coming.
No, Ryder's not going to shy away from this. Like,
Remember how Eddard Stark cuts the guy's head in the first episode in Game of Thrones? Literally just the same. Like,
When she hears the thunk of the head, she will then turn back around. It was not that she was afraid of the blood or anything. It was just watching death is not fun.
there's like a cold wind that goes towards Bruma.
Well, she did just kill a changeling.
Yeah, and then the sword disappears from her. I won't be able to go to this realm.
It's all right. It turns out I'm a fantastic leader.
Dame Maven, have you ever been in this realm? And Maven just says, I have not been, but I'm not interested in going. I am not a field agent.
There's a lot of fun in the field sometimes, but I understand. As she looks to Dame Maven.
Maven looks at Ryder and Donna. I feel this sounds like your story than mine.
Well, I totally wasn't planning to go anyway.
Ryder?
He would love to go there under my leadership.
Maven like kind of gives Donna a look about like this is not the time to make a joke.
yeah, Ryder's head kind of slowly turns towards Donna, and you just see the Harlequin's mask looking at you.
She's
Um,
she's kind of ignoring the mask as much as she can.
I'll do what needs to be done.
Okay. Maven kind of ignores Bruma and says, I will give a report about what happened here today to my betters. So you two are going today?
I totally had planned that as she looks down at her dress and her flats. But I suppose I could go home and change real fast.
Then I will have a driver go with us. And we will stop each other's houses. Dame Bruma says, Dame Maven, you handle that while I clean the mess here.
Thought I just
Yeah.
caught that she just gave Maven an order.
And Maven says, oh yes, I will deal with the problem. Dame Bruma, she smiles and nods and looks at Ryder and Donna to leave the room as she is slowly leaving the room.
Yeah. Follow her out. Gather her owls up when she gets outside, and yeah.
Ryder will go out as well. You can see he is being very quiet and not really saying anything.
Maven is also very silent until she reaches to the car that she's going to have the driver first go to Donna's house and then go to Ryder's house. But while on the road, I have to say, I don't have a problem with torture. I understand sometimes it may be necessary. But Bruma was very cold about this.
Well, there are many and varied opinions that I might have about the Imbruma.
Ryder, you were so silent today.
Conserving my energy.
Okay, while I have you two here, if you two can work without making each other mad, I would be very happy.
I feel certain that I wasn't the one who made anybody mad. Maybe annoyed, but certainly not mad.
This Ryder says anything?
No, Ryder's like steely faced. Probably looking out the window.
I don't care the problems with you two may have. I need to handle the problems that we all of us have, especially with the Balon, as soon as possible, so we can focus on the Flaming Falcon.
If you trust him to do the job and you trust me to do the job, then I will trust you.
At that time, they arrive at Donna's house. Okay, Squire, Sunshine, we're waiting for you here.
Squire Sunshine. I like the sound of that. And
You don't have time. Go.
well, yeah, she just says that, and then she basically, exits towards her apartment. No, actually, it's not even an apartment; it's actually a house. But yeah, she rushes in there, changes her clothes really quick, gets any weapons and stuff she might not have had, and she puts on her armor. And she throws what she was wearing because she's afraid there might be like red cat blood on it. So she's gonna throw that in the wash.
While Lexi is preparing, Maven again looks at Ryder. You seem oddly silent again. This is very uncharacteristic of you.
Ryder's gonna turn. If I'm gonna be your Knight Commander, I want a promise from you. I'm not gonna be your monster. I know I have to do what has to be done, but
What do you fight for? You say you don't care about others. I have heard that you saved on account at least 2 times or 3 times now. If you don't care about others, I'm sorry, you are on your way to become one. I have no interest of making you my monster. I just want peace. But I think it's you who will stop you not becoming a monster or becoming one. It was Donna's idea to have you as a knight commander.
Ryder's not going to say anything. He's just going to keep looking out the window. But it's clear that, like, yeah, he's having feelings.
Secret feelings, because Donna doesn't realize this.
Exactly.
I trust you to bring her back alive. And bring yourself back alive.
If you say so.
Is there anyone dead that you care about?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, if everyone dead is there as a copy, you can find those people.
Fuck that. Dead are dead. We got our own goddamn problems. I don't want to see those lucky bastards.
I think that time is Donna is coming back, running back to the car.
Yeah, which is slow in your mind, but for her, she was speeding right along. But yeah, she runs back out. She's got her armor on now, and she's wearing, like, hiking boots, that sort of thing. Still has a ton of pockets. But yeah, she just kind of walks out there with both of her owls. Trubbish is not with her. She basically told Trubbish if he wanted to, he could go visit his family for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she just climbs back into the car. Her hair's all pulled back in like a messy braid, so, it's not in her face. I brought snacks. So if we get hungry, at least we'll have something that isn't like some weird magical flower that causes us all to need to poop.
She eats the cookies that Donna brought, at least maybe, and then she tells the driver to go near Ryder's house.
I have everything I need.
Don't want to take a shower?
You do smell terrible.
Ryder's going to put his hands in front of him and he's going to say, one sec. Apologies.
I feel like you two are getting really tired.
He's sorry. He's going to hold his hands in front of him and say, "A little water clears me of this deed." No,
A little water, what?
It's a quote from Macbeth about Lady Macbeth not being able to wash the blood off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he'll say that, and then he'll just kind of drop them. No, I'm fine. Let's go.
The Maven drives you two towards the door where
That warehouse.
the warehouse or the wall has this weird door. This is the door. Maven actually shows and says, when I was a student, I was told about the path of Baelor. Never thought I would see one.
Same. And yet this is my, what, third time?
I mean, did you see this 3 times?
Well, wasn't she here like 3 different times?
No, yeah, 3 different times. She was here 3 different times. Yes, this is
Donna
the
just
second time I've read her.
Pardon? Sorry.
This is the second time Ryder is here and sees this door. This is the place where she captured the Red Cap the first time.
Ryder has yeah, Ryder basically looks like he's ready to go.
don't know, but before they even get out of the car, she's gonna look at Ryder and be like, I don't know how much you know about these things, but you should know these are not like the Silver Path. There's no safety guaranteed while we're on the path of valor.
Well, I'm quite sure you'll guard this straight.
I mean, I'm going to protect us both.
Donna gets the impression that Ryder's, yeah, for some reason, like, doesn't really want to engage in banter or jokes or anything. He just looks like he wants to do this shit.
You know, at this point, I'm not sure that would stop her.
No,
because
for sure.
because there have been times she didn't want to, and he totally kept going. She just nods at this for now, though, because there's no point in arguing at this exact second, you know. And yeah, she'll just look at Maven and just be like, if there's any problem, I'm gonna send Hedwig back to you, okay?
And I will rush into the problem.
Or send
Well,
somebody appropriate. I'd hate to send you out into the field. She makes a face at Maven.
I am still learning how to fight. Better. I'm good at it, but not good at it.
Who says I'm all that great?
Ryder's just going to get out of the car.
You guys, I presume, go near the path of Baelor.
Mm-hmm.
The path looks open. Inside, there is this. It looks from the door.
Donna will she's actually going to first reach into her pocket to basically touch the knife to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a smart thing to do. We're on a path of Baelor. Woohoo! And then, but then while she's in there, she'll grab out her gun and make sure it's all loaded and everything is working properly, no jams or anything. And she's just going to carry that, like pointed down. She doesn't have her finger on the trigger, but she does have it on the handle. She wants to be prepared.
Okay, how's Ryder?
Ryder has his sword out and his buckler. And yeah, is the path big enough for Ginny? Does it
Yes.
look like this is a Ginny journey?
This doesn't look like a Ginny journey.
Sorry, I keep hearing Ginny journey.
Like you see the path, but she can fly over the water.
Ryder's going to, yeah, he's going to jump up on Ginny, and he's just going to put like put his hand down to Donna.
She'll take it. She's pretty sure he won't try to like kill her 3 feet away from where Maven's at.
No one says the inside is okay.
Yeah, she'll take his hand, and I'm assuming he's trying to pull her up onto.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'll do that, and probably the birds like one will stay on her shoulder, but Hedwig will in fact get off to ride on Ginny because they're old buddies.
Are you guys entering the Trod?
Ryder's going to turn to Maven as they leave. Dear Maven, if we don't come back and die in service to county and country, I would ask one small favor.
I'm all ears.
Make sure Templeton gets his desserts.
She nods.
Piece of shit. Thank you.
Donna will actually. Donna just nods in response, nods in agreement to what he said. Believe it or not. Go on.
When you two come back, I wish I was a baroness, so I could have knighted you two.
Strangely enough, I serve a baron that you might be able to converse with if you so desired. As she kind of grins to Maven. But we should get going. Will you just tell my dad, just let him know that I've taken off, that I'm doing something that needs done, and that as soon as possible, he'll know. Yeah, he'll know as soon as I'm out.
I will let him know.
Thank you.
Robbie, are you okay, good to go, by the way, or are you very tired?
I'm tired, but let's do it. I'm good to go.
Okay, give me a few minutes. My brother's saying something. I'll be right back. You guys talk among each other.
Cool. Team Misfit.
Pretty much. It's kind of like Mage.
Yeah.
Only that's more Team Baby Squad.
I need to do stuff in Mage. I'm really not sure what to do about Ty, though. Like, I want him to have, like, this kind of, like, I want him to, like, kind of have the personal epiphany that he needs. But I don't know, I just don't have the energy to do it.
Well, Grace isn't quite sure what to do with him. She's met him for a total of, 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, completely.
It was just awkward because that's the way that scene was. And my botch. But, yeah.
Well, what I want him to do is, because now, what I want to say to Carl, basically, like, because basically he's, now he, like, made it, basically, like, was kind of, like, duped into it. Well, not really, he kind of did it willingly, actually. But he made a spirit deal with, like, 2, like, heroin addiction spirits. And, like, he basically, like, 2 nights a week, or 2 days a week, he's like basically like they possess his body, and he's just like high out of his fucking mind. And like his heroin addiction sort of represents like kind of like the poisonous part of civilization that obviously his paradigm's all about rejecting.
Are you guys talking about Mage in the Changeling scene? God damn it.
We were not. The thing is, our characters would not really be talking at this point. I'm pretty sure that they're just focusing on what they need to do. There's been
Okay.
So we just kind of went into another subject.
So, you guys enter to this realm. It's very strange. It's dark. There is this water in front of you and the bridge. The water is green and it's hot. It's like melt. It's like when hot water like starts to move because it's so hot.
Boiling.
Yes,
It's boiling.
it is boiling. And
Yeah.
you guys see 9 figures, pardon, 7 figures at the door.
At the door.
Yeah.
Well, I assume we're flying over, a little bit above the boiling water.
It's up to Ryder.
Yeah, he'll be roughly kind of like keeping to the path. Like he very much feels that like in this sort of thing you can't like avoid kind of going the way you're supposed to. Like that's not really how it works. But yeah, they'll obviously be above the water.
The 7 weird individual, their swords are in their hands, but they're like putting them down. Their voice is like monstrous, and they say, "Welcome. You wish to enter to the realm of sorrows?"
Donna starts to open her mouth and realizes that Pucanese is probably not appropriate here, so she's going to close her mouth and hope that Ryder answers appropriately.
Ryder's going to look at Donna and then kind of raise his eyebrow. Yes, we do, Sir Spirit.
We are the gatekeepers. We keep the gate.
Well, that's not surprising.
Who do you wish to meet inside?
Balor, father of Balon.
And definitely not my mom. As she speaks up of something that Ryder didn't know.
Who is your mom, Puka?
Sorry, I'm looking up her backstory to get her name. I've forgotten it. And she'll say Irena Shizhik.
Roll me your willpower to answer this question in a correct way.
Oh, fair enough. She could say Mickey Mouse. Let me roll. I should be good.
You do say her name. Ryder, you hear a name that you didn't heard before. They nod. They slowly go away, and one of them actually gets a very black horse. And they lead the way.
As they're kind of like trotting on a thingy, Ryder's gonna just say to Donna. I think Donna's like probably sitting like behind him.
That would
Mhm.
make more sense. She's small and yeah.
It occurs to me, Donna, that as we venture on this little quest into the realm of the dead that we may either return from, that the ship between us is sometimes feeling rather stupid and petty. So, truce.
Just so you can treat me like crap again? Because that's what you do.
Yeah, I know. It's a bad habit. I get it in before others do.
All I did was trust you. And you couldn't be bothered to.
I'm sorry. I think that's going to count as an allele for activating.
I think so, doesn't it? Yeah, because you never admit you were wrong, and I'm sorry is pretty much saying, yeah, I'm wrong.
Exactly, yeah.
I
This is
think,
amazing.
let me check what happens.
For the record, though, over 3 days, Dona's managed to get an apology from both of the unseelie thorns in her side.
Unseelie Torns. Oh, look at the flaming falcon wannabe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fucking bigots. Let me find the thing. I think I take like dice penalties.
This is very weird because, like, if an allele admits he is wrong, loses a contest, wits or skill, or backs down from a hard-heated conversation, he can never gain a willpower point, suffers +1 penalty on the difficulty of the social roll until he restores face somehow. And, like, weirdly, like, Donna isn't mocking.
She's not.
I know. I don't know. Let me see.
She's not mocking. All she did was tell him that he was wrong and he shouldn't have done what he did.
Okay, I should make a willpower roll on this. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
If I fail, then basically. Oh wait. Concentration cannot regain willpower points. Okay. Basically, I can't do shit until I feel like a badass again. Oh, God damn it.
It'll be all right. I'm sure something will happen.
Can I spend a willpower on it as I already did it?
Yeah, go for it.
So you can tell that like this is like a big thing for Ryder.
She pauses on this and just kind of. She can't study his face, but she can study his body language.
I mean, you can study the tone of his voice. Like, this is clearly like, yeah.
Yeah.
The Black Rider.
Oh, sorry.
What did you was gonna say? Go for it.
After like a long pause, she was just gonna quietly say, "One more try. Don't abuse my trust again."
If you keep believing in the best in me, Dono, one day you might prove it true. And wouldn't that be inconvenient?
For you, not for me.
Well, then who are the county going to have to do their dirty work?
Well, by then we'll both be knights and you can get some poor squire to do it for you.
Well, that sounds fun. I wonder if they'll do my laundry too.
Do you do laundry?
Well, I take it to a laundrette.
I meant your knight's laundry.
Well, no.
Well then, you should probably hire someone who does laundry rather than a squire for that.
Already telling me how to live my life. I regret the apology already. It's quite obvious Ryder's joking.
Well, you know, I'm not a cat, so I really only had like 3 lives.
Well, let's not try to waste them here.
She nods, and you can, I mean, yeah, she's probably is basically just like, because you know how when you're riding on a horse, like, and there's 2 people, the person in the back is usually holding on to the one in the front.
Mm-hmm.
So you could feel, because she's that close, you could probably feel that she doesn't, like, she's not sitting as stiffly anymore. You know what I mean? Like, she feels more, clearly it's a sign of her being more comfortable in the situation now.
The Dark Rider goes and you guys enter this realm. It is a weird place to be in. One weird thing is that you guys see the people that like you guys have seen in the past that you heard that they were dead.
Like the count?
You don't see the count yet because actually, yeah, you see the count. The land is weird. There are like weird walls around you. You guys are away from the walls, and like this place looks like a city, like old city. And basically, there is this river, and the count is on the river, doing nothing all by himself.
Donna will wave to him and kind of attempt to do a little bit of a bow from the saddle she's sitting in. It's awkward, obviously, but she's going. She's trying to show respect as they pass.
You hear like someone trying to talk through underwater.
Donna, I don't think we should interact with anyone we're not here to see. I think this is going to be hard enough.
I wasn't going to start a conversation. We just kept going. All I did was
I
show
know.
him respect.
I'm just saying. And that's good. He deserves respect. I'm just saying.
You guys while continuing your road. Someone is playing with a trident.
Hello, Thomas. Donna will also bow respectfully to him, and is in a similar way.
The rider actually stops. The black one and says, "Two people. You said you were here to see Baylor and Puka's mother. Don't interact with the others."
Yes, sir.
While the black rider, is going away and away and going like on this road, you guys see more of the people who are dead. You guys even see the lady who tried to kill Don a couple times. That Lwod bitch.
Okay. Donna can tell that Ryder's like getting really trepidatious the further and further they go. Amachan, do we see a certain Gwydion that Ryder murdered?
Yes.
What about the people that Donna saw die when we did the raid?
Yes, but like, so I'm gonna tell this, guys, okay? The count was like easy to see. The people on the raid were like half seldom, like how you see through a mirror. Um, the then like you guys see this individual, which I'm about to show. Just a second. Where the fuck is this guy? Can't find him. Great. I saved this photo for the scene and still can't find him. How successful I am, guys. Look.
It's not as if that's the first time it's happened. Don't worry about it.
I will try to find a photo because this is an important part of this scene. Yeah, you guys see yellow-haired dude who's wearing this like armor, the sheep plate. He has a sword in his hand. But you do see the Samuel, the Count's son.
Is that the yellow-haired dude?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, don't just he's a yellow-haired guy. He knows who it is.
Forjana is just a yellow-haired guy.
You see Ryder like tense up.
and he actually tries to defend himself. He raises his sword, waiting ready, but not attacking.
Ryder just goes on by him. Won't say anything unless Thing says anything to him.
I mean,
But it's pretty clear for Donna that Ryder's affected by this.
oh yeah, she's just pretty much by, but she'll kind of lean up a little bit and just be like, so it's close to his ear and be like, old friend?
I murdered him when I was being manipulated by the Shadow Claw, while he was mourning his mother's grave. So you see, Donna, when you place all this trust in me, that's what you're betting on.
But that was in good faith, wasn't it?
No.
You did it because you trusted them.
I just wanted to kill Gwydions. And I killed an innocent man. By all accounts, a good man mourning his mother. And today I tortured somebody.
You mean someone who's literally murdered people?
Still somebody. I've literally murdered people.
Well, if you don't like who you are, change it.
Finally, you guys see this individual. Ryder, can you roll me perception alertness?
Yeah. Have a success.
She looks like Donna a lot.
Okay. I mean, Donna mentioned her mother. Ryder's gonna pipe down.
Yeah, Donna just kind of... She's gonna, because of the situation she's in, she doesn't want to piss off the guy leading us again. So she'll be like, can I get down?
Yeah, Ryder, of course, lie down.
No, she was asking the guy in the black.
You came here to talk to her.
Okay, yeah, she jumps down and bolts in that direction. Oh, see, the only reason this is happening, Robbie, is because, well, there's an Ilunid flaw. This is not a smart plan of hers.
Ryder,
The
actually, as she's gonna go, Ryder's gonna kind of just grab her, and he's just gonna say, "Look, Donna, are you sure this is a good idea? That's not your mum."
But maybe I can at least say goodbye this time.
I just want you to remember, what's dead is dead.
I'm not bringing her back with me.
the mom tries to say something to Donna, but the voice is like she's drowning.
Yeah, I mean, Donna was actually going to try to basically do one of those, basically she was going to run up and try to hug her is what she was going to try to do.
But
You
she's
tell
doing
me. Okay, so that did work?
yeah. She's trying to say something, but her voice is drowning, and she tries to hold Donna's hands. She's walking back in the river while she's walking and trying to say something to Donna towards the wall.
Donna's going to move in her ear as close as she can. She's trying to catch anything, that would... She could try to catch what she wants to say, even if it's just a few syllables.
Mm-hmm. It's just drowning. The voice is drowning.
Well, Donna's going to hold on to her hands as long as she can. And she's just gonna basically like just try to say what she needs to say, since she can't hear what her mom wants to say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just be like, "I miss you so much, but we're all good. Me, Emmerich, and Dad. So rest here peacefully, okay?"
Her voice drowns more, and she's trying to pull her to this wall. Can you roll me perception alertness?
She's trying to pull Donna to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That seems really weird. I think she would not like that much.
Can Ryder roll?
Yeah.
It's a perception
Your
alertness.
difficulty is 8, Ryder. You don't see it. Your difficulty is 6, Donna.
Okay. One, two,
Bunch of successes.
maybe 7, maybe 5. Yeah. Anyway, a
The
lot.
wall has figures of humans. Faces, hands. They're all screaming.
Yeah, Donna's gonna yank her hands away and just just basically yank her hands from hers,
Mm-hmm.
and just go ahead, start backing towards. She's not gonna run, but she is going to back quickly. Still
When you
facing the
try to
situation.
back, she's trying to say something more, but like her face is like in sorrow, and she's trying to get back to Donna.
She's just gonna say, just look at her and just be like, "We all miss you and love you," and then she's gonna turn and walk away.
You turn and walk away, and you came near to the horse, Ginny, Ryder's Ginny, test roll.
Mm-hmm.
Many stays here and becomes part of the wall. Souls of those who came to see their loved ones one last time, trapped here for eternity. As he shows the wall, and everyone now can understand, there are faces on the walls in pain.
I came here to say goodbye, not to stay with her forever.
Wise choice.
And for all that her voice sounds pretty calm, like if you were to look at her, like her body language and everything, she's definitely upset, but she's holding together. And then she's going to look up at Ryder and hold up her hand to him, see if basically she's trying to see if he's going to try to help her up again.
Yeah, Ryder will help her up, and he'll give a kind of like consoling, kind of like squeeze on the shoulder. But he won't say anything. It's not really his place to. Yeah.
Yeah, now she has the big decision of deciding whether to tell her dad about this place or not.
You guys approach and see these 2 individuals. They bear the sigil of House Baylor. Is it windy in my microphone?
A little, but not bad.
It's not affecting it.
Basically, you guys see the 2 individuals and bearing the sigil to Arcadian She. They look amazing, very hot, very beautiful, and dangerous.
Are we in the deep dreaming at this point, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, well then
You're always in the dreaming.
No, the deep dreaming, I said.
No, you are maybe in the deep dreaming, but this is not affecting the way you look or the way you behave.
Gotcha. Okay.
There is a entity behind them. Do you guys see my screen, by the way?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's small, but I do see it.
Do you guys? Should I post this photo in the Changeling chat?
It's
Or
like a
why
giant,
don't you
giant
just?
glowy skull, right?
I was gonna say, why don't you just move the change the thing so it only shows your screen for now, so it'll be bigger
Okay.
on the screen. You know what I mean?
hmm
We know we're here. It's fine.
So this is the thing you see behind, and this is the two individuals that sits in front of this person. They get up. They have this weird armor. They look pretty badass, and they say, "Visitors,
I think
for
we
the
should.
one true king." The the Dark Rider doesn't say anything. He is stopping, and he just waits for you to respond. The other two.
Donna's
Ryder,
just gonna. Yeah, Donna looks at him. And he's like, I think we should get down and like, show respect.
Ryder's gonna hop off quite elegantly, and he'll help Donna down.
Yeah. That's good. It is difficult sometimes to get up on large creatures like that for her.
Ryder's gonna say, "I'm gonna let you do most of the talking. I'll
I
step
am the
in."
best at this, right?
And yeah, he'll step forward and he'll bow.
And Donna will also bow because she's not wearing a skirt, because that makes no sense when you're wearing armor.
Who we are speaking with? Strangers.
Well, as she points to Ryder, this is Squire Donna Nialuna.
Pisky, shut that puka down.
Donna
Ryder,
just stops talking.
Ryder's gonna step in front of her.
It's not her fault that he asked a question.
Yeah, he's not gonna shut her down. He'll bow. I am Squire Radadican Ap Elil, and here we have my cousin in house, Squire Donna of House Ilunid.
The King of Winter and the Seneschal of Summer has arrived. They wish to speak with the one true king. Why?
I'm gonna. Can I roll my willpower here?
It's up to you. Difficulty 8, go for it.
Okay. Okay, I can speak truth. So she looks like she's basically forcing herself to speak in her non-normal way. And she'll be like, because we have a problem with Balon, and I was hoping that he would be able to offer something that would help us.
There is no help without getting help. First, you will prove that we can trust you and that you serve the one true king. Then we will let you talk.
Donna, I'm assuming we'll exchange glances with Ryder, but then we'll nod.
Yeah, Ryder will raise an eyebrow and look at Donna, but then I'll just be like, "How should we prove ourselves, nobles of old?"
This realm is created by stories. There is a she, the Kaelin, the doe, they call her. She is the most honorable Seelie. She wishes to save the souls at the wall. Deal with her. Bring us her head. She is around here attacking the walls already. Her crusade will end today, if you wish to speak with the old one.
Donna doesn't look happy at this. I have a question for you, Amit John.
What's up?
I feel. See, Donna knows this needs to happen. It's not like they're going to offer them a second chance at this. This is our only chance. But she doesn't want to kill someone who's actually doing something Donna sees as a good thing. Is it possible? Does it? I think it makes sense that she would shift on Seelie for the moment.
Go for it.
Okay, because that's I know it's not written into Ilunid, but I thought it would make sense. Okay. So she looks really uncomfortable for a second there. Just like, oh man. And then she looks at Ryder, tried to gauge his take on it first.
This crusader, she is part of this realm. She is part of the dead.
No, she comes from outside, breaking the rules of this realm of coming here once.
How did she get in then?
We don't know.
Okay. And she'll kind of glance towards Ryder and just say kind of quietly, I think we have to. The needs of the many.
The dead are supposed to be dead.
But we need something from this dead.
No, I agree. Best intentions. If somebody is trying to raise the dead, save them, bring back those that have been lost here. Unless there's something else. Do we know anything else about the Baelors?
She never did find much about Baelor, did she?
No.
They're on Seelie. Most of us fear them and we don't even know why.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
Know something, we fear it.
And yet, we need their help. And she's, after just like a second or two, like, she just kind of looks at Ryder and then looks away. And when she looks back, there's like sort of this new determination in her eyes. Like, she's standing a little bit taller, if you know what I mean, just in her bearing.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll be like, as long as Squire Ryder agrees with me on this, I say we accept. But she looks to Ryder.
Ryder just nods.
The Dark Rider again gets on his horse and starts to move and says, I will lead you to the Crusader.
Yeah, Donna double checks her gun. And she'll actually get the knife out. That's a fun knife. Get the knife out, and she's carrying it in her other hand, and she's following.
You guys see the wall again. The wall is full of pain and sorrow. The rider, the dark rider, goes and goes, and it goes outside of the city. There is an angel-looking she, white feathers, white hair, a white armor. He, she is a, she has a sigil of House Liam.
Okay. Something that Donna will keep to herself whenever her uncle's around. Got it?
And she looks at the rider and Donna.
Donna, I'm not murdering people on orders without knowing exactly what I'm doing.
Well, then talk to her.
He'll jump down from thingy and he'll go over to her. Hail, Changeling.
Hail, member of House Alil. I'm Caleb. Caleb the Dow, Dame of House Liam.
Why are you here, Dame? Sorry, what was her name?
Caleb.
Why are
Caleb
you,
the Dow.
Dame Kalen? This is a place for the dead, not the living.
This is a place of injustice, Squire. This is where the old powers tricks those who has pain and they try to trick them to stay in here, powering this realm. I try to save those who are tied to the wall, saving few souls every time. Trying to return them to where they belong.
A noble cause.
Please join my crusade. Let's save the innocent lives tied to the wall.
Unfortunately, there is more than one way to save lives. Those who have come here have made that choice. They have come where they should not have, and they have been ensnared. But there are those who still live, and unfortunately, I must challenge you, for I believe our quest is more noble.
She looks down and nods, goes towards a rock and pulls her two-handed sword.
Before we do this, why not just leave? This place is
The Wall of Sorrows is an injustice that I can't let aside. My crusade needs to happen.
And how much
I will not.
injustice is there in the real world? In
Many.
this place, these shades.
I'm not talking about the shades, Squire. I'm not talking about the shades, noble. I'm talking about those who have been tied to the wall. The shades are a trap. They use the shades to trap living changelings to the wall. So that the realm can remain. They become part of this realm, suffering until the end of times. The souls I'm trying to save are not the shades. Are those who have been trapped to the wall.
Ryder just looks at Donna.
Donna just has a look on her face like she already knew what she had to do here. You know what I mean? Like, she's not obviously, she's carrying her gun and her knife, but she's not aiming them at anyone. They're just dangling at her sides. And she just kind of looks back at him like, her eyes seem fairly clear.
I'm sorry, but I cannot let you do that. I know it is an injustice. But we have a greater quest.
She looks down and nods. I wish you fortune in quests and dreams to come.
The dreaming will decide whose is more worthy. And Ryder will bow again.
She bows to both of you as well.
Yeah, I mean, Donna will certainly bow in return. There's no need to be disrespectful.
And Ryder will draw his sword.
Yeah, she also draws her two-handed sword. I think we need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she may be unseelie, but there's a certain kind of weird thing about using a gun in a sword fight. So she's actually going to put the gun away. But she does have the knife out.
Ryder has 14.
You go first.
Trying to give me 1 sec because I have to roll too. I think it's +5.
Ryder was kind of thinking it was going to be a duel.
Oh, is it? Because I thought she was.
No,
she
she bowed to both of you. She's
Oh,
going.
yeah.
She will try to attack two of you.
Okay, that's cool then. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why Donna. Otherwise, Donna would have just stayed out. But she included me, so I'm at 9.
Ryder is going to take up a position so she can't like get to Donna, and he is going to he's going to declare defensive, and he's going to activate his cantrips by saying "Fear the Silver Dragon" in Latin.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't get Wayfair this turn, and my first action will be defensive.
What is Donna is going? She actually goes before Donna.
Probably.
She is going to. Actually, she is just going to do an attack.
I'm going to guess on Ryder because he looks more intimidating.
Yeah, sadly. She has 3 successes.
I have 4.
4.
And actually,
You parry your attack.
so Ryder pings the attack away.
It's
Donna.
Donna's turn.
Donna is, weirdly enough, going to attempt to stab her with her knife. Actually, her stiletto, since that is the correct term here. And it's all right. So that's 2 successes, I think. Just let me look. I have a diff written on here. Yeah, diff 4 to attack. So and my damage is strength plus 1. So 2. So that 2, 3, 4.
1 plus 1 plus your strength.
Plus then the overage. Yes. So 4 points. I'm going to roll 4. And there's 1 point. If she's wearing armor, it does. I think it'll penetrate up to 3 points of
No,
damage.
2 points, but yeah.
Oh, you
do
did
1 damage. Yeah.
You should change that.
I will.
I will. I got it.
3 plus 1, 4. She soaks it.
Okay.
It's top of the initiative with Ryder.
Ryder is going to. Ryder parried the first attack, and he is now going to go on the counter attack, and he is going to lunge at her with a thrust. Just a normal attack. Oh God. I have 2 successes.
Okay. Your difficulty is going to be 6 because she's using 2-handed sword, but yeah, I don't think it matters.
Cool. So Ryder is currently 8, 9. Weapon. So Ryder's currently strength 8. The weapon is 3 damage, so that is 11, 12 for the extra success. I think that's 12 dice of damage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 3, just 2.
How much damage he did?
Just 2 chimerical.
Okay. She soaks it.
Mm-hmm.
It's her turn. She's going to attack Ryder.
Ryder is going to parry.
Okay. She has no successes.
Ryder has
3.
Parry.
You will have
A riposte.
every post minus 1 difficulty, and now it's Donna's turn.
Would I be able to try to get behind her and then attack from there using, since that's 2 actions, then just
You would be able to get to her side, but not the back this turn. Next turn, you can.
That's fine. Then she'll move to the side, and I'll just attack with 2 dice, since that's like 2 actions, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So half the dice are 2d10.
You have 2 successes.
I got 2 successes.
1 plus 1 plus
2. Plus 2, because my strength is 2. That's... Dude, I got 3.
She gets 2 damage.
Did I just get first damage?
Yes, you did. You bleed her, and it's the turn of Ryder now.
With the tiny little pokey knife.
Yes, stiletto enters her.
Ryder is going to slash away. This time with difficulty 5 to hit this time because he's -1, but he's +1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. I actually lied. He's currently strength 9. I got that wrong. I used up some insane cantrip rolls on this fight.
I guess so.
9, 14, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I do 11 chimerical.
Damn.
Tell me how you kill her. Actually, if you want, I can describe this because this is kind of weird.
Well, what I was thinking Ryder would do would basically be like he just plunges the rapier through her, and he gets like really close, and he'll just kind of like put his hand on her head, and just like quite gently lower her to the ground, and just be like, "I'm sorry."
You do that with Donna, and she says, "Once they're at the wall again, they die again, and it's not a quick death. It's a slow slide. It is agony till their souls dissolve into the wall. They decay until they're destroyed completely and utterly." And her eyes slowly closes.
Yeah, this doesn't feel good even for Unseelie.
Ryder's gonna pull back, and he's just gonna be like, "Fucking hell."
The Dark Rider comes again and says, "The Baylor is waiting."
Shut up and give us a minute.
Is there any like water around there?
There's a river.
She's gonna walk over to the water, like just use her hands and get some water to try to clean off the wounds, so at least she'll look in good condition. It's like, one little respect she can do kind of thing. And it's not going to be very neat, but at least, and then she'll like make sure that, like eyes closed, hands across chest, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Her dow feathers is still white. And she seems to be peacefully sleeping.
I don't think we need to cut her head off. Why don't we just take the whole body? We can put the body on the horse, and you and I will walk next to it.
Ryder will nod. Yeah, I agree. I'm not desecrating a corpse.
I mean, they won the head. We brought them a bonus. And Donna will, try to help him like lift the body up so that they can put the body on the horse.
Yeah, I think they can do that, and they will go back.
The two Baylor nods at the body. The woman smiles and takes the body. "Well done. You can speak with the one true king." As she reaches with her hands to take the body.
At this point, she's not in the body anymore, so yeah, Donna just moves to one side to let her take the body.
The other male leads the way to Baylor, while in the other side you guys see the Kalen the Dow is put on a spear for everyone to see.
try not to look at that.
And you guys see this big creature, this big head. As you guys are literally in front of the horror, the creature, the nightmare known as the Baylor.
Donna will drop to one knee. Like, the second she's close enough that it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. His voice is insane. Even more scary than how Airtunch used to trick with the dreams. I see. The two squires has arrived to my realm.
Yes, my lord. Because Donna's not really sure what title you would call a Fomorian.
Your stench of Tuatha can comes to my nose.
And yet, we would ask your help with a problem. Involving your family.
My family?
Balon.
My son.
Yes, your son. The one who, lest I heard, actually killed you?
The story of him is different. But you killed the Crusader, therefore you will get answers.
Well, I'd love to hear your version of the story.
I raised Balon different than any other of my sons. He was a second son. Therefore, it was not his place to be my heir. But he knew that he would never will be able to win the hearts of all those who followed us. So he tricked everyone into believing that he was the Baylor himself. But he failed to understand that I am not easy to forget. When a changeling dies, they don't die for real. They're dead when they're forgotten.
But not you.
I am not forgotten. Every changeling trembles in my name.
You're not wrong. We don't even know why. And yet we tremble.
What do you wish to know, squires?
We need to
Tell
know.
me.
We definitely, because there was a question in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We definitely really, really don't want to know how we can defeat Balon. He and his followers, they're trying to bring him back.
Fomorian is hard to defeat. It is not easy, but there's one way. Why changelings took the changeling way, Puka, tell me.
Well, to better survive the oncoming banality, I think. And especially when many of the she just ran away from it. We had to survive somehow.
Clever one.
Me
Now
or
tell me,
the she who ran away?
you little thing, you were clever. Now you will understand the rest of it. You were in pain when the banality come. So tell me how would a Balon would feel in the normal world with all the crushing banality that you have.
I've heard that they're trying to find a human that he can do his own version of the changeling way on. But I imagine it
Many,
would feel dirty and disgusting.
it is beneath for a Fomorian like him to take a body. But that's his only choice. The world has changed. The humans are so banal now. It is not how we used to be. Every changeling, even a Fomorian, cannot outrun being forgotten by pure banality.
So you say banality is our weapon.
Yes.
That is a weapon to us as well.
How can you push him to be more banal? Think.
Make him watch a lot of MTV?
Wise Puka is not very wise. Every changeling has one specific thing that they can't do, even a Fomorian.
Really? Do you happen to know that of his?
Yes.
I would ask you for that information.
My son can't accept. Pardon. My son can't refuse a challenge. Find something that he wants. Challenge him for it. He will accept the challenge because he has to. Then set the terms that he has to obey.
If he loses, you mean. So someone has to win a challenge.
Against the Balon, yes.
But if we challenge, then he would choose the means of the challenge, right?
Only a coward would choose a challenge that he would just win. He has to make it fair. Whatever he is a fae after all.
So he has his own set of rules.
Don't we all?
He wants my eye, my precious eye.
So we need to possess it.
To challenge him, yes.
She nods. For the record, she has not gotten off the ground. She has stayed on one knee the whole
Mm-hmm.
time.
What is the writer is thinking?
Partly Ryder's happy to let Donna do the speaking because he just murdered a changeling for these stupid, like basically chimerical things. But anyway, but he's thinking. He's thinking about, he's listening and he's thinking, and he's thinking of a way to trick this Balon somehow. Like
Mhm.
challenges and deception are a very poetic. They go together.
Yeah, Donna was pondering something like chess. So yeah. But
Riddles. He's not very good at riddles, but he will set the riddles for you.
Donna sort of narrows her eyes a little bit, glances back at Ryder.
Challenge him to a riddle contest. Offer your soul. If you lose, he will take your soul and the eye. If he wins, he will take the eye and your souls.
And if we win, he will simply do what?
We can send him back into the dreaming, and we could set the terms that if we win, then he leaves and must stay in the dreaming forever. We don't have to kill him. We just need him not able to come out here. Or out there. And she kind of looks to Baylor to see if that's kind of, if she got this part right.
Baylor doesn't show any empathy as a skull. A big skull
Indeed,
doesn't
but he
show
could,
a lot of empathy.
but he could nod, like, yeah, that's right.
He says, my son is an idiot. He may even break this rule and then die. Or be forgotten because he took a lot of banality when he entered the world.
Being forgotten is a true punishment. Ryder, did you have anything you wanted to ask? Any ideas?
If we win, what if we say if he wins, he will go to a place where he will never be forgotten, to be by his father's side?
Donna opens her mouth, closes it, and then will look to Baylor and be like, would you want him here with you?
He was already here. Balon was killed by the Lwod long arm when Lw thought he was Baylor.
But do you want him back here?
I don't mind his presence.
Then yeah,
Okay.
Donna will look to Ryder and just be like, that doesn't bother me, then it's fine, as long as we're not putting my lord here into an uncomfortable situation he doesn't like.
His eyes shine, and then you guys see a vision. You guys see this very handsome, dangerous looking individual, like in the photo.
That's an amazing picture, actually.
Thank you. It has skulls, a sword, and a very nice like armor, but like his body is amazing. His hair is yellow, and dragons are like flying around him as he is killing many things: innocents, Tuatha, changelings. Then you see that he is hugging his father, Balon, with the helmet. On the helmet, there is a socket. Let me show you guys the Balon as well. There is a socket, and it's glowing. It's like glowing intently. The Balon kills his father, saying that he would never be the heir. But if he kills him, then he is the king. The socket is right here. From his dead body, father's dead body, after you stab him from the back, he takes this black stone that Donna remembers.
The one she has?
No,
Okay.
the one you given to Sir Justin, one your friend Ragnar was about to give to Sir Justin. It was taken by the it was taken by Chad. You stole it from his house. It
Mm-hmm.
talked to you, and then you gave it to Sir Magor.
Actually, I believe Ragnar did that. Donna stayed back so they didn't know she was
Yes,
involved.
yes.
But yeah, she does know who has it. And this when she sees that, I mean, in this vision, like you hear her reaction, even if you're still in the vision. She just goes, and if you can see her face, it's kind of one of those jaw drop moments. What is that stone?
It's my eye.
Oh, Ryder, I know where that was once. I touched it. Ragnar. Ragnar. It was. I'll tell you about it later.
I mean, Ragnar's dead.
Yeah, well, he's not involved in this part of it, but he had a mission he was doing to take that from one place to another, and someone stole it from him, and I helped him clear the problem up.
Oh,
And
see. Then you gave it to Sir Magor. He gave it to.
well, no, that's yeah, I understand that, but she doesn't want to
Mhm.
say that like right now. She would give more information later.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, she's still unseelie, so she's not likely to give all the information anyway.
Okay.
I know where we can start looking for it. Are you still connected to that?
The vision ended, by the way.
Yeah. She's looking at Baylor, and she's like, "Are you still connected to the eye?"
No.
So it wasn't your voice I heard.
The eye is his own person.
It tried to get me to keep it.
Robbie, are you there?
I am. I'm just very tired. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
I think we're
Mhm.
almost done. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I am though. He's kind of just letting Donna talk. I think.
hmm The eye is one of the most powerful treasures, but do not attempt to use it. You will
It tr-
only die.
It tried to tempt me into using it. But I was more worried about keeping my friends safe. Thank you. Thank you, my lord, for your information.
Balon was approached by three individuals. He seduced them in their dreams to make them arrive to him. He told them the balance is gone because he heard from other dead individuals that the balance is broken.
So he might have been lied to? Or, to be fair, I mean, the balance is broken in many ways. But to turn it all unseelie all the time isn't a good balance either.
Balon doesn't say anything. It
Yeah,
just
he's.
says, you will learn in the future.
I don't think we should argue semantics.
She not.
When he said, like, you will learn in the future, it wasn't about the unseelie or seelie. It was about the balance.
That's fine, but yes.
Someone broke the balance before these three changelings did.
So the problem is deeper than what we knew. Is that what you're saying?
He doesn't respond.
She thinks she gets it. This sounds very much like one of her enigmas kind of puzzly things, you know?
hmm
And she'll just look at him and up at him and say, "Thank you, my lord. Was there anything else that you can tell us that would help?"
Go.
"Thank you for your time." And she'll sort of slowly stand up and like give him another bow before backing away. I'm hope she'll try to hint to Ryder he should do the same.
Ryder
Just
will do
think
the same.
oh.
He seems a little distracted, and yeah, he'll back off.
While you guys are going on the way, you guys still see the Kale and the Dow's body
Ryder's
Yeah.
gonna see
on a
that,
spike.
and he's gonna shudder. And Donna just hears him saying, "Fuck it, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm not doing this anymore."
Donna just winces. Like when she sees it, she kind of winces too because she was involved in it too. Like they both drew blood. And she's gonna be like, this was never going to be an easy way to do things. It's Baylor. But we had to do this.
It's not just that. It's not just that, Donna. I'm done. I'm not fucking murdering people. It's too much.
Good. It's much more fun to think of other ways to handle it.
I'm not a monster. You almost get the feeling like Ryder's like half talking to himself. I'm not a monster. I don't have to be like this. I'm not doing this anymore.
You feel her, like, because, if we're on the horse again and her arms are around you, you can feel she kind of squeezes you like a hug from behind kind of thing. And she'll be like, you don't have to be. You can be what you want to be. I'll help you.
You guys easily can get out of the dreaming and return to the world.
If you want, we can end the scene there. And I'm guessing Donna and Ryder are gonna have to have a scene at some point here.
Is it
I'm
okay
fine.
with you, Robbie?
Absolutely. I'm like super tired. I
That's
think
why I thought we could just end it.
yeah, Ryder on the way out is basically gonna be like I've done really bad things, Donna, like terrible things, and I'm done with it. It's not what I want to be. It doesn't feel good. And yeah, he's probably not going to be super like responsive to conversations, but yeah.
She's basically behind him anyways, so she's just gonna kind of attempt to be reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
yeah, that's it.
that will be the moment we end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watch, for watching. See you next time. And it is